Y'all can leave them until they say something stupid. I just want people to see it. I want people to see. So when they say dumb stuff like that, just let them say it. I want the people who watch this back to be able to see how these people come over here and they have an opportunity to dispute anything that I say. I'm not cussing them out, not calling them names. I'm speaking a fact. I spoke a fact in the last show. I spoke several facts in the last show. I speak it in this one. Just like I pointed out, he let Hassan Campbell stay on there and talk all day. He couldn't do that with me, though. Why? Well, you asked. Somebody said, are you big mad or little mad? I'm middle mad. I'm medium-sized mad. Listen.
Earrings, get a couple of suits. So I get a call from the bank manager. He says, you spend $1 million. And I was like, no, I didn't. So then when I'm looking at the paperwork, I see FICA.
Y'all remember, Kwame Brown is the man who said he a man, so he don't think he knows. He said a man doesn't think, a man knows. And he's been repeating this statement over and over again. A man doesn't think, a man knows. He believed he came up with a real good saying. Hey, Bro Weezy, Sassy Girl, Jason Daniel, all you guys over on OnlyFans. He think he came up with an awesome saying. Now, if y'all want to output him out, yes, there you go. Coca got it. Guys like that dude, when he, I don't know why he's asking where my 15-year-old daughter is. If you must know, sir, she just got back from Guyana. You ever heard of it? Yes. Thank you, Burweezy. Put 25 on it. She just got back from Guyana. Yes, she has more stamps in her passport than you do. She went to her uncle's wedding. Her uncle wanted me to come there and go to the wedding, but I didn't feel like going. But I'm so close to her family. That's what they wanted me to do. Don't ask where the link is because the link's in the description box. So I don't know why you want to know where my child is, because that doesn't make any sense. It's not like there's a rumor out there that my child's gone. So that's weird, but I get it. But let's get back to this. I think that's the, no. That's not the one, Covette. You have to refresh and you'll see a new one in there. This is the one. That's the one. You have to refresh. There's a new one in the in there. No, that's okay. I had to put it in there. I had to put a new one in there. Yeah, it is creepy why there, but I thought I was a pedophile, so I don't know. You'd like to join OnlyFans, but when I do, the screen is off. What do you mean the screen is off? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, go over to OnlyFans. You don't have that problem. Thank you, Lawrence of Olivier. With a discount, email me and I can give you one. Email me and I can talk to one. I can talk to you about it. Yeah, Sassy Girl says she can see me. They're not having a problem if can't see me. No. It doesn't say has ended over there. It doesn't say over there now. They're not having a problem with it. But anyway, let me get back into this.
Now I get mad. I'm like, hey, I don't know no motherfucking FICA. He took 200,000. No, I don't. So I had no idea what FICA and income.
Don't ask me why I put Kwame Brown in the title. Watch it or go. Don't ask me any of this stuff, but I got a link in the description box. You got any question you want to ask me, ask it. What I will start doing is I will allow y'all to be able to talk and say what you want to say. But if you start asking me direct questions, when my line is open, the link's in the description box. You don't have to type me a direct question. You can hit that link and talk to me. If you won't, then just watch. Don't ask me to talk to you when I'm talking to a bunch of people. You ask me a personal question, moderators, have fun. If they ask me a personal question, you can go on and kick them out, because I don't know why they're asking me a personal question when they can click the link. Talk about the show or go away.
Sales tax, state tax, I had no idea what that was. So then I said, okay, I don't want to be like the rest of these NBA players. I got to teach myself, because this is something that.
Caddy said, what's his name said I'm his biggest fan. Wouldn't that be Carcinio and all the other people who make the videos? Wouldn't that be them? Wouldn't those be your biggest fans, not me? You're my biggest fan. That's why you repeat me, sir. Hitman said I'm his biggest fan, but you up there repeating me. I still would like for you to explain why real man, if you could, sir, go ahead and make a video and explain to them what you meant, because you kept on saying it and fucking it up. A real man don't think. You a man. You don't think, you know. Then went on to talk about the things you think. Can you please explain to him, real dummy? Right, yeah, I'm a fan of you. You're not a fan of your son, though. You let it. You talk shit about your son, try to be a barber while talking about trades. Can you explain to us, sir? How, I just really want to know. Yeah, you gonna claim I'm a fan of his while he's sitting up there doing me. You can't even talk. You sound like an idiot, and you're an adult. No, it's him. Talk about somebody else's biggest fan, but you can't repeat. You can't say things without saying what I say.
We don't know. Like, you know, my family work paycheck to paycheck.
Unlike you, I don't have to. I'm not gonna mute you. Not any of that. Bet you won't hit that link.
We never had no money, but I had to get that Benz. I had to get my mom a Benz. Like, I just had to get that first. So after I spent that $1 million in a day, I sort of, you know, educated myself. And it's okay not to know nothing. So if you don't know nothing, you just ask questions.
Yeah, I better stop using words before Kwame get upset. A real man. I'm a man. I don't think I know. A man doesn't think. A man knows. Just a dummy.
So everybody I saw that was successful, how you do that? How you do that?
Listen to what Shaq said.
That first. So after I spent that $1 million in a day, I sort of, you know, educated myself. And it's okay not to know nothing. So if you don't know nothing, you just ask questions.
It's okay not to know things. But if you don't know, just ask questions. Simple, right? Shaq is not the most articulate person, just like Kwame Brown isn't. What's the difference? Shaq says if you don't know, ask. What is the thing you haven't seen Kwame do up till now, and you still aren't seeing him do it? He doesn't have any humility. He doesn't learn, and he doesn't ask. He didn't hang around when he was in the pros, all the people who could get him right. Think about it. Shaq did not blame that he didn't have a father. Shaq did not blame that he doesn't know money. Shaq did not blame anything. Kwame Brown had the exact same opportunity. He brags to y'all he got $60 million. He could have put the right people around him and learned from them. But did he? Even right now on YouTube, does he put the right people around him and learn from them? Or does he put the people around him who gonna kiss his butt and tell him you're doing it the right way until he fail, and then they'll go right back to like the Ticket TV calling him a bust? Not surrounding himself with people who will tell him the truth. Nope. This is the first time, well, like he said, since 2013 or 2001. Well, can you explain to him, Kwame, how you said the Breakfast Club didn't, why wasn't the Breakfast Club talking about you getting drafted #1 first ever out of high school? How were they going to do that when the Breakfast Club didn't exist? Can you explain that, Kwame? Can you explain why you told them Stephen A. Smith was talking about a 17-year-old kid when you didn't get drafted till you were 19? Can you explain to them why you kept saying a 17-year-old that bought his mama a house when you didn't graduate till you were 19? Can you explain to them how you were so intelligent and good at school when you graduated a year late? Can you explain any of this? Not yelling, not screaming, not name calling, just asking a question. Can you explain this? Can you explain how you told them coding is the wave of the future? Can you explain that? Can you explain why you haven't had a coder come talk to them since coding is so important? Can you explain to them why none of your children do coding? Can you explain to them why your baby mama got your number, you got your baby mama number, y'all can talk back and forth, even set up arrangements to have sex, but then you turn around and said, but your son, your number's blocked in his phone? How does that work? When you said why they want you to pay more child support money when your son haven't went to school in the last 2 years, how do you know this? You said you think he was up there doing cutting hair or something, some shit like that. I don't know. So you dissing your son who has a trade? Can you explain why you went out your way to tell people, hey, Tommy got a son, but you got one? It's like you were saying something about me, but what you meant was it about yourself, didn't you? Tommy got a bunch of babies, mamas. You got a what happened to that wife you had? That woman done disappeared. That woman gone now. What happened to that wife you sent the picture? You sent the picture to me. That woman done gone. You called her. That was your wife. Didn't you send me a picture to let me know your wife had natural hair? You must be a friend of mine. You must be a fan of mine. I'm just curious. What happened to that woman? Got you a little YouTube money. What happened to that? What happened to all this crap? You keep talking about black men. What are white men you gonna talk about? I thought you were supposed to avoid the drama. Where them shoes at? Why would you ask people to give you money for shoes when they could just go buy the shoes and put it in their own community? Shoes. Why didn't you have a shoe drive in 2019? 18. Hold on, excuse me. Why didn't you have a shoe drive in 2020? 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Hey, I'm gonna fuck around. It's gonna be New Year's when I get through counting. But now all of a sudden you're gonna do this? Why weren't you talking about coding in 2018? You said coding is the wave of the future. You mean if it was 2000? If it was when you drafted, then yes. When you were drafted, then yes. Now, no, it isn't. You haven't had one coder on there. Like I said, unless you're talking about coding. No coding. Nothing, huh? Right, that new microphone you got look good though, don't it? You brag on the fact that you got $60 million or made over $60 million. You said that make you a success. You don't have any proof of any of that $60 million that's still left. Because there's no way that woman would have came and tried to, as you said, get your money from YouTube. And there was no way you would call the hottest weeks of your life YouTube. And there's no way that you'd become this newfound person. Because if you got all them $60 million, you don't even have people who come from your own league willing to help you. You couldn't even say a man who came on your show's name right. It's Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. On your own show today, you said you had Mahmoud on your show. Then y'all, as a matter of fact, y'all heard me talking about, this is how much Kwame watched me. That's how I know it's him. Y'all heard me talking about ice road truckers the other day on my show. Did you not? The next day, within hours, what did he talk about on his show? He said that somebody on there looked like one of the characters from Ice Road Truckers. I said, what? That's how much he watched me. Not lying. That's how much he watches me. I spoke about Ice Road Truckers the next day. He spoke about it. I said, damn. He just can't help himself. You extra grown and you just look at it. Come on, man. I was asking the audience, was it a movie about the movie or a series? Because I said, I don't know what she's talking about. Because I don't know either one of them. Next day, he brought it up. I didn't know if it was a movie or a series, and I was talking about it. I said there are apparently two different ones. The next day, he said somebody in the comment section looked like one of the cast members of Ice Road Truckers. I said, He can't help himself. But let's get into it. Shaquille O'Neal said, if you don't know, ask. But what is the one thing that Kwame Brown will not do when y'all have been watching him? That's why when you watch him talk on the show with people, they'll be saying things that are over his head or that he does not know. And you know what he'll do? Yep. But he won't ask. They'll be saying things that are completely wrong, but he won't ask. Somebody said, why does Kwame have everybody on his show that I had on mine? I don't know. He won't ask. He just sit there and look stupid. Right, this nigga did. He was doing everything I do. You watch me so much. You got to ask, where was all this confidence and personality? Where was it at in 2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13? This man showed y'all his new house he bought. What did he say? He said his first video he came in 2015 was showing you the new house he bought. But you know what he didn't do? Talk about coding. You know what he didn't do? Talk about the go along, get along gang. You know what he didn't do? Talk about what people in his league that he was a part of were doing. He didn't talk about any of this. He retired in 2013. He could have talked about any of this. He said, I help people grow their channel. What have you done? You didn't help people grow their channel. Somebody in your comment section wrote something about that Carcinio. Here's what they wrote. Let me see if I can get it here. Because I thought that was a very interesting comment, so I screenshot it. Somebody named Nina wrote, when you play the entire video of other creators on your platform, instead of just giving them a proper shout out by putting their name and link in the description box and showing a snippet, most people don't bother going to their page for their content. So you taking the very money out of their mouths that you claim to have fed them with. Self-talk subs should be 25 or 50% of your subs because you wouldn't even have a thing to talk about without that person's work. Ooh. You play other niggas' videos and just play them. You claim you're helping their channel grow. How? Who even says, I've helped other people in their channel grow? But that ain't what you're telling everybody else about. You're telling everybody else about coding, aren't you? Are you on here to tell people how to help other people's channels grow? By your logic, sir, I helped yours grow, didn't I? You remember when you said that? Didn't you text me and say that? I'm sorry, sir. I just want to let's see if you'll be honest. Didn't you text me and tell me, thank you for helping my channel grow? Did you text me and say this or not? Will you acknowledge this since you said, what have I done? This man just said, I help other people grow their channel. What have I done? I'll tell you what I've done. You said I helped you find your voice. You said that. You said I inspired you. You said that. You said I've inspired several people. You said this. Did you not? This is why he won't talk to me. This is why he'll talk in the comment section. See, I haven't had to call him a name at all.
So everybody I saw that was successful.
I haven't had to call him one name. Have you noticed this? Yes, he in the comment section for real, but he has no answer for what I just said. Did I cuss him out? Nope. Did I tell a lie? Nope. You said all these things, sir. You know what I've never said to you? You helped my channel. You know what I've never said to you? You were my idol. You know what I've never said to you? You inspired me. but you actually said these things. So if you believe what you've done, which has helped people's channel grow, would you not admit that you said, I am the father of all these people? Did you not say this? Did you not say, I've given all these black men, including you, a voice? And then you said that on your own video. Who remembers he said that? Who remembers he said that before he fell out with me? Remember what he said? I can't have no problem because Tommy gave me and a lot of others the voice they got. So I could never go against Tommy. I could never go against Tommy. Would you say that other time? Don't ether me, Tommy. Tommy's the king of this shit. Didn't you say that? So how can you now say, I've helped people grow their channels? What have you done? I'm the epicenter of this shit, sir. I started this. And y'all all copied off me. You said it. Right. People have YouTube careers. You even said, while talking to Hassan, that Hassan got his start off me. Did he not? You said this. Nobody asked you to bring this up. You said it on your own show. Did you not? Now, y'all see, when you talk logic to Kwame Brown, he shuts up. He's the one who said, what have you done? All I did was answer it. And I've done more than you. And you know what's sad, Kwame? I've done more than you, and I haven't made anywhere close to what you've made. I was never a $60 million nigga. Ever. I was never on ESPN, the Sports Center. Ever. I was never close to Michael Jordan. The closest I got to Michael Jordan was fuck the same chick he was with. That's the closest I got to her. Her pussy smell like Nike. I've never been close to Doug Collins, a Hall of Famer like Shaq, a Hall of Famer like Kobe. I've never had those opportunities, sir. And I can guarantee you I've done more for people than you have. The greatest accomplishment you have is getting your mama a house. Your mama dead and gone and you still hollering, I got my mama a house. That's how sad you are, sir. Your mother is dead and gone and no longer lives in that house, and you may not even still own that house, and yet you still bragging on buying that house in 2001. Every time someone asks you something, you bought your mama a house in 2001. But you didn't buy your son a house. He don't even have a car. You don't know where he at. You bought your mama a house, but you wouldn't buy your son a phone. And you got online and argued with people and tried to diss your mom. You said that the text message you sent me, I doxed you by coming online and talking about it. You said a real man doesn't do that. Didn't you say that? Then you turned around and did that exact thing to your baby mama. You said that Sinetta can't be a real pro-black because he allowed me to call your mama a bitch on his show. You said he called you, and that's why you didn't answer him, because he allowed me to call your mama a bitch. So what should your son do when you got on YouTube and called his mama a bitch? And how should Sinetta feel when you got online and doxed him? I'm curious. You got online and doxed him. By your logic. We knew nothing about Sinetta calling you. You ignored Sinetta's call and took it to the internet. That makes sense to you? Mr. Men don't do that. Come on, Kwamites. Kwame Brown fans, where y'all at? I thought real men don't do that. Surely real men don't do what he didn't turn around and did. Kwame Brown can't keep a straight face because he can't give you a straight answer. because he can't keep his lies straight. Y'all listen to this man keep telling y'all he graduated high school at 17. He's so dumb, he act like Google don't work. He act like the NBA doesn't keep records of when people got drafted. I bought my mom a house when I was 17 years old. Y'all letting Stephen A. Smith talk about a 17-year-old boy. Stephen, you were talking about a 17-year-old boy. I was just a 17-year-old boy. I was only 17, but I was sexy. That's what you said. But you weren't 17, you were 19. Why would you tell that lie? You told the lie that you only knew your dad was a straight up killer and on death row and Suge didn't even sign him. You claimed you did not know that. Article in the Washington Post, 2001, you spoke on it. Yet you lied. So why would you lie about something as simple as when you knew your daddy was welcome to death row? Why would you lie about something like that? You told me that girl was your wife. Why would you lie about something like that? You told those people that you were married and had your kids in a marriage, unlike me. Why would you tell that lie? Why is it okay for you to call your son's baby's mama a bitch, but everybody on your team got to come after me because I called your mama a bitch? Can you explain that, sir? Why is it okay for you to call that black woman a bitch, the other baby mama a bitch, all the black women you don't like who are somebody's mama, and what makes you such a lowlife for all of the Kwame Brown fans? You can't argue this. What makes him such a lowlife is he felt like I shouldn't have been able to call his mother a bitch. If that's the case, then how much of a lowlife must he be if his own son, he called her mother a bitch? Which is worse, me calling some dude's mama I don't know a bitch, or him calling somebody's mama who he procreated with a bitch? Him calling his own son's mama a bitch. Him coming on the public airways and saying he don't think his child is his, and he was dead serious. He was dead serious. He came to YouTube to tell you instead of going to a lawyer. This is a man who tell y'all how rich he is. He doesn't even have a lawyer to handle his case with the cop coming through. You hear me? He took it to YouTube. He didn't take it to his lawyer. He took it to YouTube. Then turn around and talk about he lost his kid. He took it to YouTube, not a lawyer. So while he got enough time to come over here to talk to me, you know what he didn't have enough time to do? Go get a lawyer to see about getting his son back. This is not some kid that was never with him. This is a kid that he was telling you was with him. This is a kid he showed off to y'all and showed y'all this kid sliding down the slide and stuff. I'm just curious. You got time to talk about haters, but not that? That's what Shaq is talking about. Right, Jason, you can just Google his age, but you don't have to. Just go look in the NBA. But let me make sure he's not there. Nope, he's not there. Thought he might be there.
How you do that?
Listen to Shaq.
How you do that? How you do that? And the first book I bought was
Shaq said he asked other people how to do it. But we're going to get to the part that just destroys Kwame Brown.
The Dummy's Guide to Starting Your Own Business. Everybody should
The
get
Dummy's Guide to Starting Your Own Business. Kwame Brown doesn't have his own business. Y'all believe this man is still rich. It's impossible for this man to be rich. And he has a YouTube channel. And his YouTube blowing up. And do you know the only business he got? Spring Tees Mama's Cooking Shirts. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Go ahead, Kwame. Tell him I'm lying. The only business you have is Spring Tees Mama's Cooking Shirts. At 39 years old, the first thing that you had, which isn't in your name, it's just Spring Tees, was Spring Tees Mama's Cooking Shirts. $60 million man. And y'all believe this man got